forget. Some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
My name is Isaac, but you can call me Bud. Stupid plan. Open the bathrooms. I'm losing it. Why is this guy so freaked out? Biggest pansy I know. Have a stick for my broom. Hello. Nope, I didn't die. Good to know. Hello, sir. Can you keep the door open for me? Just in case the game is a butthole and try to slam it down. Really? And this guy's also scared of the dark? Slight headache. Health is good. What to Breaking Bad. Alright, so that's like
10th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum. Find Alexander. One last thing. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him.
For myself. Daniel. Daniel Tosh all along. And a switch. I'll move the lever down.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg. There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aqua force.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan. Later that evening, we uncovered a tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not scary. Oh, it's a little creepy, but it isn't scary. Statue man. Don't forget to follow. Well, remember.
th of May, 1839. My hands trembled. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined. I was trapped.
I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg is recommended. To recommend, my bad. My services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break his seal. William, House of Garech. How good for you, bro. Tech 9, is that you? Sounded like you. Where?
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
You need to get that servants. Oh, count the table. Find a hammer. Stuck. I don't know where to go. Top secret door. Mark in the wall. Not finding it. Hey, a hammer. Maybe all these shells. Couch cushions. Oh, seeing things there. There's a chair.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
is Ulster. Deep within the East Persian woods. For centuries they have stones surrounding the hamlet and its neighboring castle Brandenburg. Quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as pictures can be. Albert, the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any locals and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers will indulge themselves in such conversations since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment, but all of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The story reaches all the way back to the time of 30 Years' War, when some soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of a sense. Many have cited them over the years and described them as a horrid revenants. They move slowly through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they may seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known already visited Alstedt at the start of 16th century. He resided in a local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern Relays, only to never be seen again. Heinrich, known to have passed away in Grenoble, 10 years later, he dismissed the notion of ever assaulting Alstedt, which makes him wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Baron of Brandenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Alstedt. Like most of these of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhine lands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring have never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is, in fact, the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. that? No. It's weird. Alright, one cell is done. One cell done.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
And that really sucks. Yeah, we can.